Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy, and today I'd like to direct your attention in a follow-up to the last episode, looking at the second of two declarations submitted by experts or proposed experts by the defense in Idaho versus Kohberger. You can find the declaration that we're going to talk about now on the docket. It was filed June 22nd, 2023, same day as the prior experts declaration that we talked about in the prior episode was filed. Both were filed June 22nd, 2023. This is the declaration of attorney Stephen B. Mercer. And he tells us that he was specifically retained by the defense to provide opinions on what a reasonably competent criminal defense attorney must possess to investigate and defend in a case involving DNA evidence, which is exactly on point here in this case against Mr. Kohberger. We know that from our review of the motion to compel discovery, also filed June 22nd, 2023, that addressed all of the DNA-related discovery Mr. Kohberger has been asking for, but that the state is refusing to turn over to him. That's further described in Ann Taylor's declaration, also of June 22nd, 2023, in support. He says that his area of expertise includes investigative genealogy genetic testing, or investigative genetic genealogy testing. It's been interchangeably stated IgG, he refers to it as. He gives his credentials here because, as we said before, you simply cannot walk into a courtroom, profess to be an expert, because you're not a fact witness. An expert witness is not a fact witness who saw the crime, who was one of the technicians perhaps who handled and bagged the evidence. Those are fact witnesses. Saw the crime committed, has firsthand knowledge about the crimes, or worked on the case in the investigative field. A fact witness, different from an expert. An expert doesn't have firsthand knowledge. An expert did not work on the investigation in this case, but the expert here, namely Mr. Mercer, is saying that he has expertise in IgG. And we know that IgG, investigative genetic genealogy testing, is important in this case. It's significant because it appears that this relatively new field was used to help to point the finger at Mr. Kohberger. So this is, at least it appears to be, in the declaration where his curriculum vitae is attached, his resume, right in line with Mr. Mercer's skills, knowledge, experience. He addresses all the cases that he's worked on down through the years. He's been an attorney almost 30 years, he says here, licensed to practice law, and has practiced law for 28 years. He addresses the training that he is given. He trains attorneys on how to deal with cases that involve DNA evidence. He talks about the protocols of what minimum standards that the American Bar Association states an attorney must have in order to be involved in these types of cases. So it appears that he is, at least on paper, well credentialed. Now, he doesn't automatically get to serve as an expert witness. He will have to, at some point, be deemed an expert witness subject to potential cross-examination by the state before he can ever testify as to anything. But if you would like to look at Mr. Mercer's declaration and his curriculum vitae, please follow the link that I have provided in the description to this podcast. Thank you for joining us here at the Indie Zone.